Looking high above in the meetingyourmom.com blimp cam, you guessed it, the ISRL is back on the Horseboat channel. You're going to see all 6 races live in its entirety through the rest of the season here. Points and stats, schedule, and so much more. You know what it is. See you in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, race fans, sim racing enthusiasts, and those of you who are just here because the algorithm finally did something right, welcome back. Tonight we bring you the Independent Sim Racing League Spring Summer Shootout powered by Alpha Reinforcing Services as we roll into race 5 of 10. Again, Alpha Reinforcing Services. Live from the twists, turns, elevation changes, and bad general decision factory known as Sonoma Raceway. For the Infineon Technologies 88, proudly sponsored by Nathan Fuller, who, by the way, is not only sponsoring tonight's race, but also sitting 5th in points. So if anything weird happens tonight, we're all just going to pretend that that's a coincidence. Now, before we dive into what is guaranteed to be 100% calm, respectful, and clean racing, we want to take a moment to thank our previous broadcast team for their time and effort covering the opening stretch of the season. We appreciate what they brought to the league and wish them nothing but the best moving forward. And now they have handed the keys back to somebody who absolutely should not be trusted with them. That's right, back on the mic, back in the booth, possibly back to causing problems. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, and I am fired up to be back. I started this season on the track, racing, battling, probably over driving every corner like it owed me money. And now I've traded the driver's seat for the broadcast booth, which means I'll get to watch all of you, along with our spectators, make the same mistakes as I did, just with a better camera angle. And let me tell you, after 4 races, this championship is tighter than a pit crew on lap 1. And let's get into that. I do have a special guest, too, I haven't brought in, but we will in just a moment. Let's get in here. Josh Cole leads the way with 249 points. Cool, composed, doing everything right, which in this league usually means something is about to go terribly wrong. Right behind him, Francis Hamilton, only 12 points back, just quietly hanging around like a horror movie villain. You don't notice him until it's way too late. And then there's Fortson Poston. 2 wins already. This guy doesn't enter races, he invades them. Jimmy, the Cocker Spaniel, sits in 4th, probably wondering what he has to do to get a win. Short answer, survive Sonoma. And then there's tonight's sponsor himself, Nathan Fuller, in 5th, which means one of 2 things is happening tonight. He either wins the race in storybook fashion, or the racing gods immediately humble him for tempting fate. Further down the standings, absolute madness. Position gains, positions lost, drivers moving up 5, down 4, up 6. This isn't a points battle. It's a full-blown stock market simulator. And now, we bring all of that chaos to Sonoma. Again, we take all that to Sonoma, a track where brakes get abused, tires get cooked, and the patience disappears faster than your iRacing safety rating after turn 1. This is not a place where you just have a solid night. You either look like a genius or you're explaining yourself in Discord for the next 48 hours. So whether you're watching live on Twitch at twitch.tv/horseboat or over at youtube.com/@horseboat, we are locked, loaded, and ready to bring you every moment, every move, every mistake, and every what were they thinking decision as the ISRL leads into the second half of the season. Race 5 starts now. Again, happy to have you alongside with me tonight. Again, I'm Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat, back in action again. Big shout-out to the Red Line Racing Network. Those guys are a great bunch. Wish them the best of luck moving forward. Happy to take this on as I've been tasked to do. And special guest in the room, in the moment, in the zone, is my man, Jonathan Militia. Militia, I know you're not feeling great. Otherwise, besides the back issue, how are you feeling, my man?
I'm doing all right, dude. I mean, I just hurt my back or I'd been out here tonight, but I'm excited for some 2-wide racing, some loose cars, some people going off track, getting the track nice and dusty. But
yeah, I mean, it's Sonoma.
Some good racing.
Yeah, I mean, it's Sonoma. We have probably about 60 seconds left as we are seeing them go through one of the most demanding turns in Sonoma right now. Seeing all these drivers just get some final laps in. Looks like we have around 20 in the field tonight, so that should be a welcome surprise that we had 12 during the early parts of the day, now up to 20, so that's pretty dope. Happily ready to receive this qualifying run. Again, John, who's some of the fast guys out there you would think would be in the field here tonight?
You always have to look out for Poston. He's on a run right now. He knows this car. He's probably arguably the top guy to beat. I mean, a dark horse I would look for is probably arguably Mike DeWalt. He's always up there. We just raced Sonoma in gears a couple weeks ago, so he already has about 100 laps around this track, so he should be able to stay up close to I would say the top 3 guys, top 4 guys. So.
And it could be Nathan Fuller's night, man. I mean, I know Sonoma. I've got a story about that when we have some time as the race moves on. For the meandyourmom.com blimp cam, again, meandyourmom.com. Use promo code Adria for 50% off your first purchase. And also on your on the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you got that Venmo QR code. If you want to donate to the Horseboat channel, please do it directly there. Don't worry about subbing or anything like that. I have gotten the advertisements down to the minimal on both channels, so you have to, I think it's like 30 seconds of a nuisance, and that's about it that you have to deal with now. So again, that is something I wanted to eliminate. If you want to donate directly to the man. Putting it down, that is your boy Horseboat. As we are getting ready, we got Jacob Zapfi out here getting ready. As we do have the meandyourmom.com blimp cam rolling. So again, a lot of that money goes back into games or, things that I'm using for the channel. So my wife doesn't kill me for spending money on those things. Again, help out your boy. Help out. I got Winrose on the horizon. I think I'm gonna broadcast that here pretty soon. Maybe I'm gonna try to coax Militia or somebody to do that with me. It's a good co-op game. So they are getting ready to go. Looks like right now I have Connor Rowe. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with Connor Rowe here as he gets ready to start his first laps at Sonoma.
Connor looks pretty stable starting his green flag lap here.
Yes, he does. And we are off like a herd of turtles up the hill into turns 1 and 2.
We're going to have to look out for 4 here. These cars get real light. Some people are up shifting to 3rd. Some people are staying in 2nd, trying to just float it over the hill. You look pretty good right there going over.
He did. He looked pretty smooth. Little hard in that turn to get sideways. Able to hold it together. Logitech 9 car looks pretty sharp tonight. Gets a little sideways there as well. That's definitely going to cost him a little bit of time, John.
He cooked the rear end. He cooked the rear tires.
For real. We'll see what his first time is and see, maybe move on to somebody else here. Not that we don't love a good old Connor throw. We threw the shit out of this first lap here right now. Coming down into what they call the carousel.
Yep. Some people shifting down to first gear here.
Yeah.
I would second even will probably chatter the tires coming in. So that's a point that in these cars with solid rear end is something we got to be looking out for, mainly under green flag.
Nathan Fuller right now with a 1:17.58, fastest car on the track. Connor Rowe 1:18.53. Let's go out and see somebody else. Let's go to Francis Hamilton in that 48. Call him Frankie Hams for short. Bringing him in to the scenario, girlfriend. Oh, hitting the wall.
I was about to say he was pushing through that whole corner. A whole lot of understeer. These cars with cold tires have just no front end grip whatsoever.
Now, what's the difference when, I think I know, but I can't speak to a matter of fact. The difference of these cars between the next gen cars are a night and day difference with how they handle here at Sonoma. Am I right?
Well, yeah, independent suspension versus a solid rear end. So like these cars like to chatter. Like you get into heavy braking, and you downshift just improperly, you'll start wheel hopping. You'll hear it. Yeah, you'll hear it. You'll start kind of just oversteering a little bit, just chasing the car. Next gen, you'd have the same thing, but it's a completely different feeling. Most of the time, it's just straight up from overdriving when you start chattering.
That would make sense. And Frankie Hamilton coming down to the carousel, that final turn for the start-finish line. Dreaded turn 11. Taking it a little easy there, I would imagine, coming out of that turn. Francis Hamilton. Because he tapped the wall, he did not record a lap time from what I see. That is a bummer. Looks like Andrew Sanford in that Skittles 37, slinging that back end Skittles around. Dropping it like it's hot.
Mommy Milkers.
John, you shouldn't press that shit.
Damn, dude. I'm sorry.
That was me on the trigger. Never mind. I'm hitting random buttons. I don't even know what I'm doing. Tasting the rainbow through the carousel. I gotta tell you, you gotta remind me what is Ryan's favorite phrase lately. We'll do that during the race. It should be funny. Stanford 119.79, good enough for 11th. Let's see what we got with Michael DeWalt in that 17. Again, he loves a good set of crab legs. Still has yet to find them.
He'll be on the look for a while.
Could be at your mom's house. Who knows? Taking her easy around the carousel. He goes. Feeling fancy. $127.47 for Mike DeWalt. Good enough for 15th. Kind of cheeks, but we'll let it go. Travis Stroney, 140.65. Another loser will come up and contend for the throne of last place. Just kidding. Some guys just aren't that fast. I would probably be in that area, 140. It's like my golf game with strokes. I'm a 140.
140? Oh, lordy, dude.
I don't think anybody would want to play with me ever.
Dude, that's like 8 a hole, brother.
Yeah. That's not me, but it could have been. Got to get me some dark matter clubs in real life. Watching Travis Stroney trying to rip it. Last lap was a 140. Can he do better than that? Rumor on the street, he's looking for Bueno workers on his pit crew. If you are 18 or over and have a visa, please reach out to the 14 team. Coming across the start-finish line for Travis Stroney. He is here for the ripping and the tearing, a 121.82, good enough for 14th. Looks like we have Pugliese, Hamilton, Wells, and Zappi going to the back of the field. Andrew Zappi. And that's it for qualifying. So that is, like I said, that is it.
Let's see if Nate Fuller, with the track position, able to hold them off.
Yeah, so Nathan Fuller, Jacob Zappi, Fortson Poston, Brody Falk. I'm just walking all over myself. Jimmy Cocker, Rob Rossello, Connor Rowe, Jeremy Escherman, Nathaniel Fryman, and Josh Cole. Currently, your top 10 right now. People in this chat. Let's pull in Nathan Fuller. Let's give him some TV time. Fuller, you got a copy?
I've got a copy, my friend.
Sitting on the pole as we get back to it here at Sonoma. How are you feeling about tonight?
I mean, it's nice to be on the pole and be ahead of it, but you just got to pray you survive turn one. You know, that there's a lot of bowling that happens in this track, so pray we survive and see if we can keep it up there.
Yeah, looks like about 20 drivers. Shouldn't be too bad, but who are you looking out for tonight? I guess if you had a rival you had to choose or kind of be wary of, who would that guy be?
I mean, it'd definitely be both Fortson and Zapfi, Jacob. I mean, they're both flying in practice and flying in quali. It's going to be a duel up at the front, so just got to keep it alive and see what we can do with it.
Well, again, congratulations, a 1:17.58. That is fantastic and a little bit faster than the rest of the field. So good luck to you, and we'll see you out there on the track.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Doing the grid walk in just a moment. Again, grab a beverage. Get ready to rumble. We got 20 cars. We have the ISRL back on the Horseboat channel. And I have my good friend Jonathan Militia in the booth tonight. Couldn't be better. Couldn't have picked a better evening for it as well. And we'll do the grid walk in just 30 seconds.
You got yourself some road sodas over there, Tom?
I've got myself and 30 of my silver bullets.
I got a couple Skeeter legs over here.
Nice. Skeeter on your Peter. Again, this sponsor is sponsored by Nathan Fuller, your pole sitter for tonight's race. Coincidentally enough, sponsoring the Infineon, what is it, Batteries 88 or whatever the hell it is. I don't even know anymore. Let's get down on the track for the grid walk. On the pole, and again, your sponsor, the 13 of Nathan Fuller. Outside of him is going to be the 23 of Jacob Zapfi. Row 2, you have the 41 of Fortson Poston. And the 1 of Brody Falliker. We have the 7 of Robert Sello Jr., the 9 of Connor Rowe, Nathaniel Fryman and Jeremy Eshelman. You have Andrew Sanford and Josh Cole with Steven Jr. and Ryan Robertson. Tristan Acevedo and Travis Stroney with Mike DeWalt and Francis Hamilton. And then Andrew Zapfi and Christopher Pugliese. And rounding out the rear, Dusty Wells. Final pick tonight, Jonathan Militia. Who's your horse? Who you riding with?
I'm going to be going with 13 car, Nathan Fuller tonight.
All right. I'm going to say it's Jimmy Cocker's night. I think Jimmy Cocker can do it. He was dominant.
Strong pick.
Last week at Darlington. I think he can handle it. And then I think you and I can decide on a dark horse. I would say Rob Rossello Jr. If I'm putting my money, he does a lot of road course rusting.
Yep, I would say him or Mike DeWalt. If it comes down to like one of the top two, if they take each other out, because I guarantee the 13-23 are going to run away here. The 41-1, they're going to stay with, and it's going to come down to strategy at that point. Because like tire fall off is a thing with these cars at this track. Like it's going to be like a 1.5 second difference on fall off. So it's like you'll see a strategy of early pitting to get in front, or even hold off, pit and stretch it out, just so you have fresh tires at the end. So we'll see how it plays out here in a moment.
Again, this series sponsored by Alpha Reinforcing. Use the QR logo here for contact info if they're in your area. If they can help you, give those boys a shout out as they are supporting the Independent Sim Racing League. A lot of QR codes we're throwing at you tonight. But they may be able to help you. Pace car moves off, and I love that they picked the Porsche for that. It's beautiful. And we are about to get fancy with it, girlfriend. Glad you all are here. As we are about set and
green flag
underway. Green. Technologies 88. Going up the hill, we have a lot of action. Everybody seems to be okay through the first turn up the hill. Right on board here with Josh Cole, trying to deal with the insanity that is happening right now. Looks like Christopher Pugliese went off the track, but he's back on the track doing okay. But Jacob Zappi out in front in that Sim Magic number 23 Toyota Supra, and he's trying to get gone right now, Militia.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, this is his goal right here, is just push.
Oh,
He got a little loose coming out, but Nate's going to be patient here. Nate's going to play the long game. He knows that he can have him.
you are right about that. Fortson Poston right on his heels as well, going
Poston's
into the
gonna be
carousel. Riding on the
Poston
nose, it gives him a
really-
little bump. Riding on board. Got that live. So far, so good. One lap in of 44. Now, I'm being told the fuel window that we're looking at is anywhere between lap 25 and lap 28. So it should be a one-stop race. We should not see a caution as well. If there is one, it's got to be a really bad wreck. But as these guys get separated out, we will see little battles all over the track as let's back it up. We got Frankie Hamilton right there in the 48 with Tristan Acevedo and Mike DeWalt in pursuit. Mike DeWalt going to the inside, Acevedo letting him by. Mike DeWalt's going to have a lot of work and a lot of ground to make up here early. If he can do that, you could probably see him contend at the end.
Peter's not getting away like you would hope. He's fighting a little bit of a loose car right now. Nate's holding too true. Honestly, the one car, Brody, he seems like he's going to be the best on the long run. He seems the most planted, most stable entering all the corners.
Now, I know this is fixed setups, okay? So there's only so much you can mess with. Again, if you're not familiar with the ISRL in this league right now where they're at, that's a beautiful Orioles car by Jimmy Cocker. You can set the brake bias. Now, John, I know you didn't get a chance to run this week because you're injured, but where would you have set your brake bias if you were out there running right now? I know it's important.
Well, it all depends on if the car is going to under-rotate or over-rotate, or if it's going to chat out of the tires, really. So it's like, if mainly going into the carousel or the very last turn of the course, or even turn 7, that's probably arguably the hardest braking points. If you're chattering there, at those 2 points, you're going to want to back the brake bias up. It helps you from chattering. You'll be able to get the brakes a little harder. But other than that, it's basically just driving style. Being able to be smooth on throttle, drive with the egg underneath the pedal, basically. Be strong and consistent on your braking, because like if you sit there and jab the brakes, you just sit there and light the tires. So.
And not to interrupt you, but a little bit ago here, Andrew Zappi crashed. I just want to see what it is. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see. And looks like the 89 just gets loose, and Stroney finishes him off. Nothing major to see. Looks like he's going to be all right and back out on the track. We have a battle for third right now between Brody Falliker and Fortson Poston. Fortson getting a little loose coming up the hill. Yeah,
Yep.
Brody trying to take advantage.
Like I said,
right now.
Brody has a strong car right now. He seems like he's very planted. He's just being super patient.
Making Fortson Poston nervous, and it could be experience here just with the car in general.
Here comes
I know
Rob Rossello on looking inside of the one
shit,
car.
here he comes. Robbie
Rob
Rossello.
He has a good long run here. Same with Connor.
New dad, bad fucking race car right now. I love how that Robin Hood Chevrolet looks. Just a beautiful car.
Oh yeah, that's a good looking car.
It's clean, you know. It's not overpowering. But it makes you think about, like, wow, does that car get you hard at night? I don't know. into the inside of Brody Falliker. Is he going to catch a quarter panel? Does not. A nice, clean move to the inside. Now going to battle across the start-finish line. Falliker going to get the upper hand here, but we have ourselves a battle going up the hill into turn 1. Hate to move on from this one. We're going to go back up the field just to see what we're looking at. It looks like about a car length, 2 car lengths lead here right now for Jacob Zappi.
If the leader makes any bit of mistake, or the top 2, like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, is going to be right there. They're all within a second of each other. They're all running arguably the same lap times right now. And like the dark horse right now, like yours, Jimmy, he's just lurking right there in the back, just being patient.
Yeah, Jimmy Cocker got that Baltimore Orioles chromed and orange machine. Reminds me of the Winston Select Dale Earnhardt car from Charlotte years and years ago. I know I'm aging myself with that. I know you probably weren't even born yet.
Well, I know which one.
I know you know, and that's one of the holy grails I've been looking for as far as the die-casts. Can't fucking find that car anywhere. I find every other one but that one. See it on eBay, they want to cut off your arm before they give it to you, and I can't do that. There you go, Jimmy Cocker in 6th right now. Biggest mover, you're looking at Francis Hamilton to the inside of Mike D's Nuts DeWalt. DeWalt, you know, I've had experience with him. I was his teammate. I know you're his teammate currently. Man's just on a mission this season just to get the job done. And he's not afraid to be the villain at this point.
Yeah, he has
Ready
a
to
different
throw it
mindset
down.
this year than he normally has had. Like, he really wants to win. He wants to win bad. That's all he wants to do right now.
I mean, that would change my mindset too if I was hungry. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fat and I eat food, so I'm never hungry. But, you know, with the competition and desire that he has, he likes, this is his thing. He's a driver. This is what he does in iRacing. He participates in leagues, and he wants to win. And it seems like when he does win, you know it's not going to be again for a minute. So he kind of savors it for the moment, knowing that he doesn't know when that next win's going to come. You know, and that's due to all respect with the competition that he faces every week and the challenge that he puts against himself. So, I mean, for him, I think it's a good thing, and it's only going to make him better.
Oh, for sure.
Riding now on board with Rob Rossello Jr. Again, race 5 of 10. We are at the halfway point here. Next week, we will have the week off, but then the Starburst 199 in Talladega, which I wish I was driving for, but I'll be in the booth for that. I was kind of looking forward to that one on the schedule. But again, they're like, nah, dude, you need to go back in the booth. And I'm like, all right, boss, I'll do whatever you need me to do. I feel like one of those broadcasters that just, you know, I get in the car when I can. But typically, I'm needed elsewhere.
Brody is crashing.
Holy shit, we've got tons of crashes. Let's back this ass up. See what we can see. My thing lit up with red. Eshelman just slanging it out loose. All right. Stroney crash. Let's find out what happened here. This is the first one I see on my notification. I didn't see anything with that. All right, that's pretty lame. Next one, Jeremy Eshelman following lap. Again, couldn't handle the heat. And then Steven Jr. wiping him out. Saying, here is my wiener. And then here is the next Travis Stroney crash. Let's see what happened here. The carousel seems to be the killer tonight. Back up front now, Jacob Zappi has a 2-car length lead still. Ooh, Fuller losing a little ground out on the exit of that turn. But the 23 Sim Magic of Jacob Zappi has led every lap so far, all 9 of them here at Sonoma, with Nathan Fuller, Fortson Poston, Brody Falliker, and Rob Rossello Jr. your top 5, with Jimmy Cocker, Connor Rowe, Nathaniel Fryman, Andrew Sanford, and Josh Cole rounding out your top 10.
Field's getting tight up front. They're still underneath the blanket.
Yeah.
The top 6, they're just all right there. Like, someone makes a simple little mistake, like someone could pounce. They're all close enough that, like, they're all in it to win this race right here. These top 6. And
Yeah,
like, we're going to be coming up on strategy here in a moment too. Here we go.
And a mistake. Fuller is trying to look to pounce into the carousel. Does he do it? Oh, they're going to be side by side.
Oh, he has.
Militia speaks, and it happens. Joe Buck in the room.
They're going to stay side by side all the way into one.
Zappi leads that lap, but exciting action going up the hill between the 13 and the 23. Seems like Fuller fell back into line, but Brody Falliker says, I want in on that action. Fortson, get the hell out of my way.
Racing is heated up. Halfway through this run, too. You're looking at about like maybe 15 more laps until you'll see basically everyone pitting.
That is what we were told. And it looks like we have little battles here. You got first and second, third and fourth, fifth and sixth. Falliker now going for third and overtaking. Rob Rossello trying to get on that party as well, but going to hold up.
Yeah, Fortson was forced to give up that position. Brody was wearing that bumper out.
It's terrible, man.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. He'll walk him down here.
Fuller is putting the full court press on each and every lap on Jacob Zappi. Zappi made one minor mistake, and he was there all over it in that Majors Garage 13 Chevrolet. Zappi, Fuller, Falliker, Poston, and Rossello, your top 5 right now. 11 in the book so far here at Sonoma.
That one is walking him in. That one car is there.
High by power. Number 1 of Brody Falliker. Let's ride on board with the one machine. Charleston, West Virginia. Bringing you the heat here in third. He is trying to put his hat, or I guess his ring, in the hat. Wants the win.
Yeah, just under braking, just watch him. He's able to just come in and just dive deeper.
Yeah, I mean, Militia,
Man,
go ahead, give us
that
a
sounded so
play-by-play.
bad. That sounded so bad.
Yeah, it did. I'm going to let you roll with that. He's talking about when things get deeper, which he never does. Go ahead, Militia, the floor is yours.
No, like Brody right here, like he just entering that corner, he's just better under braking. Like, I guarantee he's able to save his stuff. His tires are cooler, and like he's just able to get on the brakes a little bit later. And that's why he's able to just reel everyone in. No matter where you're looking, just like his braking zone is he's getting a little bit closer and closer as the laps come on.
And as you're talking, Nathan Fuller has now taken the lead. The race sponsor, pole sitter, now race leader out in front. Wisnowski says, wow. Hi, Wisnowski. Hope you are well. We got Fuller, Zappi, Falker, Poston, and Rossello having a good run. Right on board with him yet again in that Robin Hood 7 Chevrolet. Yeah, top 5 not out of the question for Rossello. This guy races road courses pretty well. We have Travis Stoney, who crashed again. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see. This should be interesting. Yeah, and it's that damn carousel. Yeah, he did it again.
Just blocking it up, wheel hopping. Carrying too much speed, getting on the brakes too hard.
Trying to bring her home. Trying to get just an extra 10th. 100,000th of a second. It's hard to do. Man, Jacob Zappi is falling like a hot rock right now, under pursuit and under duress from Fortson Poston and Rob Rossello. So Nathan Fuller and Brody Falliker 1 and 2 right now, but Nathan is trying to check out right now.
This is the best chance to keep the lead coming into this long run. They have, I mean, knowing Nate, like, he's probably pitting 12 laps, maybe 11. Brody right here, he might be going a little bit longer. But the 23, he just burnt up his rear tires, and that's basically what happened. He was holding everything up.
Yeah.
All right, I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Seems like Militia has for the moment. Nathan Fuller out in front. And no challengers currently. So let's see what's going on behind him right now. Looks like everything is squared away. Let's give a look live on the meandyourmom.com blimp cam. And see where some other exciting action maybe at. Let's look further back down in the field. Looks like you have Jonathan Militia and Josh Cole right here. Looks like Frankie Hamilton as well. You got Dustin Wells right there. Ryan Robertson. Steven Jr., Jeremy Eshelman. Chris Pugliese, Tristan Acevedo. Andrew Zapfi right here. Oh, shit! We saw that live!
No.
Andrew Zapfi clearing out Tristan Acevedo, and then Christopher Pugliese clearing out Andrew Zapfi. Lord. Holy shit! We just caught that live.
Dude. Back that ass up.
So we gotta see that again. Oh my lord, what did we just witness? Oh my god. Yeah, round he goes. And then Pugliese backs up, he slows down. And then spins.
Turns left.
No way. No way. We gotta see that one more time. I'm sorry, folks. This is buck wild. And then Pugliese slows down and then spins his ass out too. There's got to be more to that beyond what we're seeing here in the replay. But holy fuck, boys, that was wild. Absolutely barbaric. We had a battle for last fucking place. That was amazing. Let's go back out in front now as Brody Falliker and Nathan Fuller. Oh my god. But either way, as they are coming up on lap traffic right now with the lethal enforcer, Andrew Zapp, I should say Chris Pugliese. Zappy being the good sport he is and pulling over. Oh man, I'm not. Oh my god.
Dude, I'm speechless.
That broke me right there. Like, I'm having a good time, and that literally just broke me. That was so funny. Oh my god.
Oh god. getting on the Brody pushing the issue.
Oh my
What
God!
he's
And
doing earlier in the race.
I love the fact that like we happened to catch that at the right time, like that. Like I know there's probably more beyond that, but we caught something amazing. Like just
Yeah, it was perfect timing.
perfect time. They probably didn't expect that either, so that'll be fun for when they watch that back. Nathan Fuller and Brody Fallick are 1 and 2, and this is a battle for the lead. It's right on board with the 1 of Brody Fallick.
Look at him, he's so stable in this corner of the track, where it's super flat. You can tell, like, both, but even then, like, he's just poking a nose down. He's just doing that just
Yeah,
to
he's
show
not
him
trying to
that it's
do
good.
anything. Yeah. Stroni has crashed again. Let's see what happened here. Back it up. Oh, dear Lord. What is going on? And Stroni hits Connor Rowe, and then he slams on the brakes. All right. Stroni struggling tonight. That is what we see so far. 17 of 44. You know, I gotta say, I'm glad to be back in the booth for this. This seems quite fun to cover. These guys are pretty fun. See what's happening to Christopher Pugliese up here in this STP 42. Trying to rock out, trying to get away from these leaders, but these leaders are like, I don't know, don't have a great analogy for it, but they are hunting them down. Brody Fallick trying to use these guys. Oh, and we've got Brody Fallick putting Nathan Fuller around. Wow.
Nate's gonna be pissed.
He is going to bitch about
And that's gonna
that
put the
one.
23 back in the lead.
Let's see what happened here. Just a slight tap, too. It wasn't much. If it was anything, we'll back it up one more time. Again, I have to manually do this because it didn't register. Just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Oh, boy. Yeah, it might have been netcode. I can't really get a good look at it right now, but Jacob Zappi is now your leader with Rob Rossello Jr., Fortune Poston, and Brody Fallick with Jimmy Cocker, your top 5.
Your
Nathan-
pick could win this race here with Rob Rossello. The 23 is still struggling with hot tires.
Dealing with lap
Here comes
traffic
7.
as well. This is getting wild real fast. Not the race I expected here at Sonoma. These cars are driving really well. Jacob Zappi still can't get around these drivers. And it's been a few turns. Rob Rossello taking advantage right now. Through the carousel, he is going to inherit the lead. Can he hold on to it is the question. Good acceleration off the corner. This is your 3rd lead change of the night. And your 3rd lead to lap, and he is exiting. Stage left.
He is gone. He has to run from this one car. Pugliese in the grass.
Pugliese off in the grass. On grass. Rossello, Falliker, Zappi, Poston, and Cocker, 1 through 5. Again, satirically speaking for Pugliese. Hopefully keep that car on the track. Rob Rossello Jr. leading the way here in that Robin Hood 7 Chevrolet and soaking up every moment of it. Again, he's been practicing GT3 cars for Nuremberg. He's been running road courses for the last month and a half. He is ready for this moment. This could be the time for Rob Rossello Jr. And 26 laps to go. getting close to that fuel window. Rossello protecting that inside line through the carousel on from the front stretch here for the final turn on to the front stretch to the start-finish line. 25 laps to go. Valacher not letting him off the hook that easily. Just seems like Rossello is better in some parts of the track, kind of where it counts at the moment.
Yeah, they're basically even. Like the downhill portion, I feel like Brody's strongest. All the uphill, it's a 7 car. They're like split on this track.
Right now, advantage, Rossello. Again, you have Rob Rossello Jr., Brody Valacher, Jacob Zappi, Fortson Poston, Jimmy Cocker, your top 5 will have Daniel Fryman, Connor Rowe, Nathan Fuller, Andrew Sanford, and Mike DeWalt, your top 10. Again, entering this fuel window here just a moment. A lot of these drivers. Now, I would go if I was near the front. I would follow the leader. So if the leader goes, I'm definitely going to go.
Oh, I mean, they arguably the pit window is open. It's like with me, I would run this completely dry just so you could take less fuel and be able to have fresher tires on the long run. But you would just have to be stable. Like this is between the 7 and the 1 car. Like if I'm the 23, I would be short pitting this and then just trying to take it easy. Because just short pitting alone will bring it back up to him. Margo will be in front of him. And he could just make it last. But like when it comes to the 7 and the 1, they want to be running this tank dry.
Right, and they're right inside that fuel window already. So again, a one-stop race. We don't see full course cautions at this track very often. So, you know, that could be the way to go. But if you're Rob Rossello right now, like you said, you want to run this baby dry. Track position being ever so important here with the continuous green flag condition. Again, no stages here in the ISRL in the spring-summer shootout. Sponsored by Alpha Reinforcements. You see
41 to
Poston.
pit.
Yep, he just hit the pit just now. Looks like Dustin Wells pitted as well the lap before. So our first takers on pit road. Let's take a look at Fortson. Hopefully he doesn't speed. He can get back out there right away. Mike DeWalt also entering pit road rather dramatically, smacking the wall. But Rob Rossello and Brody Valacher, a gentleman's duel so far. They know they can't win this race right now. But with 23 laps to go, it is really getting down there. Again, only a 44-lap race. These races are a little bit shorter here. But for this shootout, again, track position is ever so important. Looks like Zappi, for maybe a second, considered heading out on the pit road. Not going to happen, but Connor Rowe is currently. He is on pit road in that Logitech 9 Chevrolet. So is Nathan Fuller, and so is Andrew Safford. Andrew Safford, that 37 Ford Mustang, 37 Skittles, taste the rainbow. Rob Rossello still putting down laps here. Your leader has led the last 4 to 5 laps now. Putting on a show here for everybody.
If I was a 23 car, I'll be pitting this time by.
I think everybody might be pitting this time by, if we're being honest. Everybody else is trying to meander towards pit lane. It seems to be in that fuel window where even if they did have a full course caution, they would be able to last an extra lap or so under that. But, you know, that's why I'm in the booth and not out there. I don't know.
It's just all about the shortest pit stop.
Yep, here we go.
Like, here comes the 7 car. One
7
car staying
car
out.
and
Like I
Bo-
said, the 1 car is going to run this thing dry.
Valliker going in, or staying out. Jacob Zappi following suit. Jimmy Cocker following suit. Into pit lane, following Rob Bracella. I don't know what I'm talking about loads for. Me and my juvenile brain. Brody Falconer on the hill. Daniel Fryman now inherits second place in that Motorcraft 27. Simple scheme. Tells you everything you need to know. And Zappi, Bracella Jr., Cocker in pit lane right now. Getting some tires. See where Francis Hamilton is. Looks like he's going to inherit third place now. Again, a wide margin between them. Let's give you the sights and sounds of the race here at Sonoma. And the Infineon Technologies 88 here at Sonoma Raceway. Again, I'm Jonathan Militia with me, hanging out, enjoying the scenery here tonight. I've had a great race here at Sonoma. Nathaniel Fryman, your leader, has yet to pit. One of the last few that haven't. This guy is running it bone dry.
You should hop in his bin car. Show them what they're doing.
Yeah,
Give them a little taste.
Saving that fuel. You hear the engine cut out just a hair crossing that start finish line, going up and towards the hill in turns 1 and 2.
Short shifting, clutching, turning the car off.
See, that's why you're in the booth. That's what we're talking about.
Big. He just straight up clutched 4th gear all the way. Clutch, turn the car off, downshift.
Oh, we got more action. Looks like Tristan Acevedo and Travis Stroni has crashed. Gotta back that ass up. That's always fun to watch. Let's see what the 448 did this time. Oh, he just couldn't handle it through the carousel, taking it easy. I don't know what the hell happened. They said that he crashed, but I don't see it. Let's go to Travis Stroni. Looks like Fryman is entering pit lane now. And Stroni just losing it, but it looks like he's going to be okay. And Fryman entering pit road now. Did all he could. 19 laps to go. 18 when he crosses the start-finish line. Hell of a run here for the 27, getting a crucial, I think you get bonus points. Fellow there now passing him, inheriting the lead. But leading some laps, getting the Motorcraft car out there. But it is the Rob Rosello show with Jacob Zappi and Brody Falliker in tow with the 41 of Fortune Poston right there just outside with Jimmy Cocker and Connor Rowe, 5th and 6th. Let's go back up front here and see this battle right on board with the one of Brody Falliker. Drivers have to giddy up. They have the car. Rob Rosello throwing it down for his hometown here tonight. Wants that first win here in Sonoma badly. And I can see it. Again, they don't need to pit again. This is the battle ready to watch. We've seen some action, seen some mistakes here tonight, seen some debauchery. But overall, it's been a great race here at Sonoma.
'23 car looks real fast, but it ain't gonna last long. That 23 car, he's gonna burn up that rear tires. How he's entering. Like, if you watch his front tires too, you'll see him, they're like switching. He's sitting there working this wheel, trying to stay up with Rob. Rob's staying on cruise wheel. He's real stable.
Take a moment to ride with him and see what he does here.
Look at him dive into that corner. He's going to open the door up to this one car. This one car is going to get the run off of 11.
And maybe he's saving his tires. Maybe he learned from that last run. Like, I burned him up a little too late, a little too soon.
I don't know. I think that was just a straight up mistake entering. Now this one car is going to 7. He's gonna sit here and pressure the heck out of this car out of Rob on this lap, because this is gonna be the time when he has the advantage. One car has 1 lap fresh tires too.
And that could play out to be a factor. That would be Brody. That would be the one of Brody Falliker if we're giving it away.
Yep.
16 laps to go. Honestly, I thought this race would be boring as hell. This race has been awesome here at Sonoma. For the Independent Sim Racing is sponsored by Alpha Reinforcing. Need something reinforced? Call these guys. They'll come out to your house. They'll let you know what's up. Whatever you need, scan the QR code. If you're in the area and you want to help a great business grow, by all means, give Alpha Reinforcing a call.
Looking at their different lines going up that hill, you could tell like 7 cars entering lower, 1 car's kind of waiting, doing a late apex off just to get a straighter exit. They're just 2 different driving styles. Not saying one's better than the other. There ain't a perfect.
Don't lie to me.
No, seriously, there ain't a perfect style at all.
Dan,
It's all-
gone.
Falliker losing a little ground there through that section.
Oh,
Oh,
Wow.
shit! Christopher
that might
Puglisi's
bring out a
crash.
caution.
Let's back it up and see what happened. Oh, he crashed the shit out of his car. Pugliese did. What happened to Dustin Wells?
Yeah, I think Dustin was a lap car.
Here he comes.
7 car moved.
Here he goes. He bounced off that corner. Let's see. I don't know what's going on here.
No, I think I caught it. He gets loose.
Oh, yeah, he gets
down
bumped
in
by
these S's.
Rossello and then thrown in. And that'll do it for him. Rossello says, not in my house. The Kembe Mutombo style.
Blue flag, dude.
Blue waffle. But it is Rossello, Falliker, Zapfi, Poston, and Cocker, your top 5. With Nathan Fuller, Andrew Sanford, Nathaniel Fryman, and Mike DeWalt, your top 10. Coming up on lap traffic on Tristan Acevedo. Acevedo taking that outside line like a good sport. Letting the lead dogs go by. Oh, yeah, Militia, I was going to tell you. Ryan Robertson's favorite saying lately has been, so back down on the ranch.
Back down on the ranch.
So back down on the ranch, let's go to Ryan Robertson, currently 13th in that Pilot Sack OTC 16, and we just got him going to the grass and wipe it out.
Oh, Lord.
Brother. Wow, that is the worst possible moment. Then Mike DeWalt
Dude.
here, currently 10th and
That
on his own.
commentator's curse, dude. Is this 17 car going to spin out?
Let's see what happens to him going up the hill. Can he get the thrill? He does. He's doing it just fine. Mike DeWalt in the DeWalt, enjoying a day as DeWalt. Back up front now to Rob Rossello Jr., Brody Falliker all over that ass end now. That pressure is getting hot.
Seven playing defense.
Yes,
Didn't let him have the inside. Got loose coming off, though.
Yes,
One's
he
still going to
did.
have the door open.
Opening the door for
One's
the
going to be
one.
around.
Yes,
Seven's
and
going
we
to
have
dive bomb.
another lead change going up the hill. You know, tip of the cap to Rob Rossello. He held him off as best as he could. Falliker was just relentless in his pursuit. But let's see how this goes. We still have 12 laps. This could not be over yet. Rossello trying to keep that crown. Jacob Zapfi just waiting for something to happen. A mistake. Anything. Backed up is Jimmy Cocker, Nathan Fuller, and Fortson Poston. Fuller has worked his way back up into the top 5, but I don't think he's going to have have time to crack into that top 3. Yeah, when he got spun out, just an unfortunate circumstance for him. He was having a really solid night getting pole honors. But now working his way back up into 5th. And at least the top 5 could be in the cards for the 13th. Then you have Fortson, you have Connor Rowe, Nathaniel Fry. Oh! Chris Pugliese and Tristan Acevedo making
Lord,
sweet,
dude.
sweet love by the fire. Let's back that ass up and see what we can see. just going hard in the paint. Man, Destruction Derby here in the ISRL. I gotta say, Nathaniel
Lot of
Fryman
recurrent.
avoided that shit. Yeah, no, you're right. You're definitely right about that. We're not gonna speak to that too much. Rossello now losing a little ground. A Falliker cannot be stopped. 9 laps to go. Excuse me, 10 laps to go here at Sonoma. You see Stroney there parked. I guess he wanted to be a spectator. That's too bad. That is too bad.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Falliker starting to walk away now from Rossello, and Zappi making a mistake there coming out of that corner. Almost slapping the wall, but keeping that 23 Sim Magic Toyota super clean. Jacob Cocker now, or excuse me, Jimmy Cocker, I'm sorry. Nathaniel Fuller right there. Fuller trying to get that spot if he can. It's going to be a big ask. But I think right now our top 10 is looking solid. Andrew Sanford there. And then Michael DeWalt. Got Ryan Robertson, you see there in 14th. You got Jeremy Usherman in 13th. 12th, Josh Cole in that Cheerios 43. And just outside the top 10 in 11th, you have Francis Hamilton. Again, some of these guys felt really confident coming into this one. But there are just some guys out there that can just run road courses. That is what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go back now up to the front of the leader. You see Brody out there. He's got about 2.25 seconds on Rob Rossello. This is Brody's race to lose. He has put himself in a great position. Rossello and Zappi all seem to have the podium on lockdown. The gap between 3rd and 4th is roughly 11 seconds. So there really would have to be a major catastrophe up front for the 4th, 5th, and 6th guys to even have a chance. As Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible, but tonight seems like the top 3 are pretty solid in their craft. Travis Stroney has crashed again. Let's see what the hell happened this time. Next on the Travis Stroney Files. And he's just doing something. Yeah, that car is messed up. And that is unfortunate for him.
Dang, dude. This is like 5, 6.
Something. It was, yeah, I mean.
Travis, I love you, brother. Work on your pedals, dude.
Nothing like pissing him off post-race.
Love you, Travis.
Yeah, we love you, buddy. Falliker, Rossello, Zappi, Cocker, Fuller, Poston, Fryman, Rowe, Sanford, DeWalt, your top 10. Just outside is Francis Hamilton with Josh Cole and Jeremy Eshelman, and this is a battle brewing for 11th. Josh Colt's riding on board with the 4300 Cheerios machine of Josh Colt. Oh, Travis Stroney parked near the carousel by the pit entrance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what to say, man. All right, let's go to that. Let's find out what happened. Oh, man, the back end of his car is messed up. He just gets loose and spins out and parks it. Super great, providing great entertainment tonight. Thank you, Travis Stroney.
Nice car. Perfect.
Again, Falliker, and I hope I'm saying that right, having a run of a lifetime here at Sonoma, dashing dreams. Of anybody else probably getting their first win of the year. Brody says, no way, Sonoma is my track. This is my home, if you will. Lead has grown to over 3 seconds now. Gonna have to deal now with Steven Jr. the 51 Monster Energy machine. Junior, being the sport that he is, gets out of the way of the leader. You know, Militia, we need to start a racing league with like a I rating cap of like under 2,000. I'd be really interested to see who would thrive there. 'Cause there's some drivers here that I think would be really good if they had, you know, even under 3K. Like, you know,
brother,
like
there's a lot of drivers that are really good under that. Like, or like
I know.
well
I'm
under
speaking
2K.
in generality.
Like I'm like 1,600. So it's like, and I feel like
You're
I could
trash.
run top 5. I am trash,
You're
but I
garbage.
could run top 5.
Piss in the ass! Piss coming from my ass!
Dude, I won Vegas last year.
Yeah, you did.
Brody just walked away with this though. Coming 4
Brody
laps to go.
has walked away. You are right. 5 laps to go. Again, 4 as we are entering the start-finish line, coming around the carousel. And Falliker in the iBuyPower #1 Chevrolet doing all he can. Holding it down here in the closing laps in the ISRL Spring Summer Shootout. Powered by Alpha Reinforcing. Got to give a tip of the cap to Rob Rossello and Jacob Zappi for the incredible runs they've had tonight. Jacob has fallen off. Now he's about 14 seconds back of the leader, about 8 seconds back of Rob Rossello. So Rob doing all he can to try to hang in there, but Brody put it on him late. Brody now having to deal with lap traffic. Is that going to play a factor? You got Christopher Pugliese and Ryan Robertson to deal with. Looks like Pugliese got out of the way. But Falliker getting out of the carousel clean. Going to cross that start-finish line with 3 laps to go. Biggest mover you have tied here between Mike DeWalt and Francis Hamilton, both Again, DeWalt started 16th, currently in 10th. Hamilton started 17th, currently in 11th. So, again, hats off to these guys moving to make something happen. Mike DeWalt getting a top 10. Probably not what he wanted ultimately, but a solid potential finish here for the 17 team. You have Fuller now and Jimmy Cocker. This is a battle for 4th. Cocker has that top 5 secured, but he wants more. How much does he give it through the carousel? Putting all his money on the line right now. But it's 2 laps to go. Brody's got a 6.5 second lead on Rob Rossello. Let's ride on board with him to see how he's doing. And here he comes. Falliker to take the white flag here for the Infineon Technologies 88 at Sonoma Raceway, sponsored by Nathan Fuller. Going up the hill one more time, and we're going to keep it on our potential race winner here. One mistake, one spin could cost him everything. 7 seconds ahead, though. I don't think that's going to happen. But I've seen crazy things happen. Note North Wilkesboro 2025. And I'll say that in the Gears Cup Series. Militia, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about there.
I don't.
But you don't. A car who had an amazing race but was near the damage limit. Hit the damage limit before crossing the finish line on the front stretch wall at North Wilkesboro and was
Good old Tyler
DQ'd.
Curley.
I wasn't going to say it. But again, we've seen some crazy stuff happen, right? Going down the carousel for the final time in the iBuyPower #1 Chevrolet Camaro. Your winner of the Infineon Technologies 88 at Sonoma is Brody Falliker. Again, on the left side of your screen, that is your unofficial results as you see them starting to cross the finish line. But again, your winner is Brody Falliker. Rob Rossello and Nathan Fuller, your top 3. Again, Rossello giving some congratulations. But Falliker, I don't think you could be more excited at Sonoma. He had a challenge, but then at the middle of that last run there, he just had it on lockdown. Militia, what are your thoughts?
I mean, even from early on, he's just seemed like the strongest car all night. Just how he was able to enter I mean, he was aggressive. He was able to pressure everyone the whole time. Like, I mean, the strongest car won the race today.
Yeah, that is definitely that is correct 100%. We'll see if we can get these guys in the chat here, but Nathan Fuller getting a top 3, that is fantastic. We'll see if we can get them here in the booth in just a moment. All right. See what we got for you here. All right, Nathan Fuller, you got a copy.
I got one.
Congratulations on a third place finish. Probably not what you've wanted ultimately here, but you were able to put it down and collect yourself after that spin out there. Kind of walk us through after that last run and how you're able to manage to keep it together.
I mean, it was just do what I was doing all race. You know, I had the fastest car on track. I was running consistently the fastest laps and just had to work my way past people. You know, you get dumped by somebody who makes a rash move too early, and you just got to recover from it.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you did. You had a good night after that, able to keep it together. Anybody you want to give a big shout out to?
I mean, of course, admins hosting it, you streaming it, we always appreciate it. You know, all the guys racing, you know, enjoyed having a blast with everyone out there, and of course, everybody watching, appreciate it, and looking forward to the next one.
Hell yeah! Again, week off next week. Again, going to Talladega. But again, Fuller, congratulations on a third place finish.
Thank you, thank you.
And the man, the myth, the legend, Rob Big Rig Rossello, bringing home second place. Led a lot of this race here tonight. Brody Falliker just overpowering you at the end. How are you feeling towards the end of that race when you get overtook?
I knew it was coming, man. He was fast all race. I was definitely the third fastest on the track tonight. It would have been Fuller, Brody, and me if, you know, everything went clean. But I used a lot of lap cars as a pick going into the carousel, and that's how I took the lead on the first stint. And I think I wore my tires down a little bit too much on the second stint, out in the lead and just, you know, trying to get away with it. But it was a good race overall. Very happy with the way it went on the road course.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fantastic race from our view. Again, second place finish. I know probably ultimately not what you wanted, but top 3 podium, can't complain too much about that one. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Just shout out to my team, Threshold Motorsports, Jeremy, Josh Cole, and Dustin Wells. Everybody was here tonight. And a shout out to the league for showing up. We had 20 people, I believe, tonight for the road course, which was awesome. It's been good attendance. Everybody's been showing up, and welcome back to you, man. Welcome back in the booth. We're happy to have you back, and I can't wait to watch the stream back.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Should be a good one. Again, congratulations on a second place finish. And again, we'll see you in 2 weeks at Talladega.
See you guys.
That is amazing. Again, Rob Rossello in the booth joining us, having a bueno time. I don't think we're going to get the race winner. Doesn't look like he is anywhere I can pull him into or help him with. I don't know. Jonathan, Militia, you got any final thoughts before we head out?
I mean, honestly, this was a great race. The leader just sped off, basically took the 7-second lead he had. It was solid racing for the lead the whole time.
Yeah,
I was surprised he checked out the way he did it there at the end.
He had a wonderful run, and you know, Falliker was the man to beat here at Sonoma. Ultimately, you knew early on in the race that he had a car. It's just whether or not he would have the ability to use it in the long run, and he showed out. He showed out, and he got a win here tonight, and big congratulations to Brody and his team. Militia, thank you for being a part of this on our comeback tour here for the coverage of the ISRL. Breaking it down here one more time, you have in 2 weeks, again, we're off next week. But 2 weeks from tonight, we are at Talladega for the Starburst 199, sponsored by Andrew Sanford. Again, go ahead and check him out. Give him a follow. Again, sponsored here now, ISRL Spring Summer Shootout by the Alpha Reinforcement. Again, scan that QR code. See if they're in your area. See if they can help you with any of your reinforcement needs. And ultimately here tonight, thank you for watching the channel. If you're a new viewer or somebody watching on the playback, giving a follow or a like, that would be fantastic. Again, if not, I totally appreciate that. But again, whatever. The ISRL here tonight. I'm speaking with a helmet on. I'm trying to get through this. Again, we appreciate everybody watching. Again, until next time, I am Tom Torrey, aka The Horseboat, with special guest Jonathan Militia in the booth. We will see you in 2 weeks at Talladega.